Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Ngunjiri Wambugu has come out to teach a lesson to his fellow Kikuyu leaders. Remember, Wambugu Ngunjiri was a close ally to Uhuru Kenyatta, Raila Odinga. And his lesson, when we watched at his video yesterday in his YouTube channel, Ngunjiri Wambugu has come out to tell his fellow Kikuyus that at this moment, Nyanza region, especially Luo, they have come out to teach Kenyans several things when it comes to the politics of the Republic of Kenya. And because I have those videos, I want you to watch how Ngunjiri Wambugu has come out to give out Luo's secrets and also their failures this time round as Kikuyus. Watch those videos, then we continue.
Let us come together as a region to unite for the purpose of getting something for our region. And when we are going for something for our region, if we are going for something for Kiambu, can we all sit down and focus on Kiambu? If we are going for something for Muranga, or for Nyeri, or for Kirinyaga, or for Nyandarua, or for Laikipia, or for any other part that we consider part of our region, Meru, Tharaka, can we sit down and agree, organize, focus, decide who is saying what and how, humble ourselves, do it respectfully, and ask properly. Then when we get it, let's go back and say we got it and that we are the ones who asked for it. The final lesson, and what I think is the most important lesson, 2022 is gone. This is a message for all of us in Mount Kenya region. Whether you supported this government or you did not, that particular battle is finished. Every other region is preparing itself for the next battle. We seem to be the only people who are still stuck in having parties and enjoying ourselves because of winning. When you look at Ruto right now, Ruto went to Nyanza, unity of purpose. They came together and they brought even their top dogs. Oburu Odinga was there. I think it's just the politics of the day that didn't allow Raila to show up. But when you see Oburu, you get the message. The family is involved, the family is okay with this visit, we are behind you. So they brought their A game and we saw their A game. We saw them together. The leadership was speaking in one voice. There was no disunity. And I know politics of Nyanza, those who understand the politics of Nyanza, you saw Bandi there, you saw Wanga there. You know what happens in those politics. But for that day, for that purpose, they were all together. This is a lesson to learn. When you're going after something for your people and for your region, you need to come together first, agree, and then go hunting. The third lesson we learned from watching Ruto in Nyanza is how to move on. Nyanza leadership taught us about how to move on. We keep talking about moving on. We have had people being told you need to move on from 2022. Nyanza leadership has moved on from 2022. They have accepted, whether they agree with what happened, they have accepted what happened. And now they're preparing themselves for the next engagement. You saw they're treating Ruto as a president. They're not disputing the fact that he's a president. They might dispute how it happened, but they've accepted. You're the president and you're the one in charge of resources. And this is what we want you to do for us. This is a group of people who are teaching us how to move on. And moving on means you accept. You don't have to agree, but you accept. This is a reality. This is not what I wanted, but this is what I have on the table. And because this is what I have on the table, how do I work with what I have on the table?
So, ladies and gentlemen, it is very clear that Ngunjiri Wambugu has come out to tell us the truth. That other regions are busy collecting themselves, uniting themselves, mobilizing themselves. But them in Mount Kenya region, they are still busy encountering, fighting themselves, and not mobilizing themselves. This is something that you've seen also with Rigathi Gachagua. That what Ngunjiri has said, that they're wasting a lot of time giving an explanation and explaining them to themselves how they supported William Ruto, with how much votes, and to them in Kikuyu region, or Mount Kenya region rather, they are not mobilizing themselves. They are not ready to unite themselves. Because you're finding a Kikuyu leader fighting a Kikuyu leader. But when you look at Nyanza region, the way they're doing things differently. In a way that they are teaching Kikuyus now lessons that, look, Even we as Nyanzas, we disagree with the result. But now the president of the day is William Ruto. We are going to work with him, even if despite of what was said about the result of election, we are moving on. And we've heard even Ngunjiri saying that Nyanza region, they were most culprits when it comes to this final election. But they have decided to move on, not to, of course, encounter each of their leaders, but to ensure that they're uniting themselves. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you a simple question. When you look at the explanation of Ngunjiri Wambugu, what do you see when it comes to the politics of Mount Kenya region or Kikuyu at large? Are they ready to unite themselves, or are they ready to explain day in, day out how they have more votes, how they supported William Ruto, how this and this day in, day out, there's just a lot of issues. Rather for them, they should unite themselves, mobilize themselves, and to understand that they're coming from one region, rather fighting themselves. So ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts? You can drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, I want to appreciate you so much because of great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Bye bye till we meet on another video.